The captain pulled the princess from the sea. Ariel was as beautiful as could be. All she wanted was to be part of your world. But to make it real, to be able to stay, she needed the love of her prince to play. Hello, everybody. Princess here. It's time to tell a story. It's one that I love because it's full of glory. But first, a message just for Goku. The purple lipstick is just for you. Passion or poison, you have the right to choose. And game is in life the way it should always be. Okay, let's get on with it. This is so exciting. Once upon a time in Kingdom 79. Okay, wait, side note. Something to remember for later. 79 is one off from the middle, just to make things right. Man changed the rules to control my people, perverted their meanings to make it about him. So here we go, we try again. In the beginning, I was lonely, without no name. I was kicked rather quickly. I am a princess with a humble beginning. Attacked every day, my people gave up slowly. Even when I was about to walk, I was pushed into leading and finally began to talk. For a little while, we were happy, all alone and wild. Capital W, lowercase o, lowercase w. It wasn't quite right because we didn't know how. A lineman came along and answered my plea. He bestowed mercy on my people and me. He offered to help guide me as I learned how to play. A little advice each and every day. We tried to leave our home to be part of something bigger. I could not leave my saint, my right-hand man, but my saint became protective as he felt people left behind. He believed I was misled and being exploited, so he stepped up to the plate and raised his voice. Lightman could not bear what he was hearing, threw us all out, and we went back to the beginning. Although I lost a few, I wanted them to be happy. I told them to lay low and wished them luck on their journey. Then along came an Andy burning through my small town. I was bubbled and I asked him how he got so mighty. He advised me on what to do. As I listened, I knew. My dreams just got a whole lot bigger. There was something more that I needed to do. In fear for my people, I made a deal with the devil. He loved and protected me on my journey as it went to the next level. Afraid of a repeat, I told my people to trust me. I had a master plan, but I have to be alone on my journey. They didn't understand and became so angry. One finally attacked me because he no longer trusts me. I hurt them all so very deeply. Now it was I who was oh so angry. After I cried, I was about to throw in the towel. My tears turned to fire, born from my sorrow. My wrath I unleashed upon them as I burned wild to the ground. Hell hath no fury as a woman scorned. Still, they didn't understand, and I didn't tell them. I felt so alone without any of my friends. Then by happen chance came, the meet cute occurred. He had me at aloha, one simple word. We became quick friends, the closest there could be. He taught me of the game and all that I would need. He pushed me to move forward, to become a warrior. This is what I needed, but I needed him more. He made me feel safe and never led me wrong. My loyalty in return was all that I could afford, but it was enough as we played across the board. Ryan had a deal that he made with Andy, but a promise of a vow is much stronger. His princess he would not leave. She only traveled when he said it was safe, when he could not be at her side. Ryan always tried to do what was right for everyone. He did not ever accept the bribe. The worst kept secret in the kingdom, as I've been told, was that of Princess and P-R-Y-N, Private Ryan. See? See? Everyone knew, so it should have been clear when Andy attacked Legion, LGN, that Ryan would be near. Everything with a purpose. Ryan continued to teach me everything I needed to learn about battle to bring down my enemy. He was my strength in more ways than one. I gave him my company in the hours he was alone. My loyalty so strong, although he pushed me, I never told a soul. I took the blame and I carried the openly expressed anger. I would never do anything to hurt him. Yet it wasn't right, so I spread my message across the kingdom to anyone that would listen. At first, people left. They didn't understand. They wouldn't listen to me, only believe what they saw. The devil became jealous and threatened to destroy me. However, I'm too strong, and I welcome that threat boldly. With no secrets to hold over me, I called upon an old friend for help, demanded respect outside of this game. Together, we put the devil to shame. There are so many games, all played at the same time. I saw them all as I played mine. The crimson wave was the first to wash over me. He winked all knowing, but never did he join me. People mistook him for the evil, but how could that be when the wannabe Queen Cersei claimed they all hated me? One by one, as the people of K79 spoke, they expressed their love unending openly in the KC. Control is the problem. Too much is wrong. People, we are all people of the kingdom. Everyone has the right to belong. Control is not how we're meant to live. Freedom of choice is the gift I still seek to give. I spread this message time and time again. In the beginning, on the day of one surrender, I surrender. You know who you are. We talked and we talked of all that could be. We tried and we tried until finally I made the moves to show all that I could be. That I'm not afraid of trying, nor possibilities. Because I was never I. I was always a we. A team. Always made us the best. Ryan and I. Together invaded a kingdom. Attack after attack, we laughed. We had so much fun. Always a two, never a one. A team together, always. We showed what could be done. We wanted to share this with everyone. The value is in the play, the time and investment. It is not to sit around and to be complacent. In short, I earned the love of a king when he asked me to create his dream. I returned to my wow and finally made it what I wanted. Wow! Capital W, lowercase o, capital W. Lady Guinevere I was to the noble King Arthur, the princess he wants to make his queen. I tried in my own way, but made the same mistake in the past. I didn't ask for help. I didn't share my plan. So when the time came, he didn't understand. And he didn't want to attack me. In the speed, I felt hesitation. Finally, I let him. But when he said I broke his heart, it took all the fight out of me. I'd wipe the whole board of pixels in the name of fun, but never could I handle hurting someone. Not in the real, so I moved on. I left in exile. It wasn't the first time that I had been wrong. When it comes to mistakes, I made them all along. I left the kingdom in sadness, while my most loyal sought me, found me where my castle sat, in my humble beginning. For days they watched over my castle, and my trusted Ryan paid secret visits. He healed up my troops and kept it going, just in case. Well, I love this game as I love life. I wanted to play, just as I always have with everyone. But it was the sadness of Andy being needed by Saint, the hopes of Ryan, the devotion from Hades, and of course, the absolute surrender. So I rejoined WoW just to be in the game, even if merely in spirit. I would sit there until all left safely. I'd be happy there, alone in my home, as WoW became a ghost city. But then out of nowhere, the void called out to me. He needed my help. His people needed safety, possibly a new home. We talked about the past, He could now see I'd never betrayed them, not once in this story. What they needed now, I would give them gladly. I always wanted to be part of MFS. They are fighters. The strong fighters, they are. Somewhere in their backstory, their spirits were broken. In part, it was due to them supporting the Legion. When they were under attack for the second day in a row, I dropped my tags in a heartbeat and I ported to them. In the front line of battle, I sent my troops to reign. It was truly a sight to behold, unlike anything you've seen. Unlikely support appeared out of nowhere, the Crimson and Lion in front of me on each side. Together our strength was not in our castles, but our unity. I tried to reignite the original gangsters, even using myself as a target. But at the moment that it happened, they didn't understand. See, I love those motherfuckers. MFS. That time of battle, in the past, I stood proudly as their ally, even though they had once attacked me during a Red Guard rally. Wow. There was one that used to visit me daily, pillaged the village quite regularly. He at last said he forgot the way to my home. He is the one known as Jun. Anyhow, back to the story of WoW in the now. I was once again the leader of my little town. By now, Era caught wind of where my castle was found. They planned a rally. But with moving past hurts, Andy once again kept his promise to protect me. He ensured my safety. And he asked me to come home again. Wow, the only true sanctuary city. But in time, it all came back. It was more of the same. Although I was building, I wasn't having any fun. I wanted to play. That's why I downloaded this game. I gave WoW to Andy and I said my goodbyes. When they needed my spot, I logged in quickly, just to message an old friend, my former battle buddy. Tark spoke to his team. They love to play. After a favorable vote, TRM is now where I stay. It is what Lyman told Saint on that one fateful day. He only wanted Princess. Now Princess is ready to play. I love the rain, playing in the rain. So it's only fitting. The Rainmakers. TRM is where I'm at. This journey has been so long, but it's not over yet. Come join K79. The plot only thickens. Okay, we move on to the next story. In the city of Troy, Helen was not taken. She went there quite freely. I'm waiting for a response from my sweet Achilles. The Spartans will fall. They have taken the gifts. Now, I've been told by Ryan that I speak in riddles, and I laugh to myself because I could not be more clear. I tell you everything plainly right here. Come along and play. You'll catch my drift. O-M-Y. Oh my. This is so much fun. The stories overlap. They all become one. In game and in life. I'll give you a hint. I am the princess. Every princess is me. I am all. I am everything. Let's see if it can happen. Can you make me a queen? I love you all.